Taking a sec to load here. All right. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday indeed, family.
For sure. See Dennis and Chris in here early. Get to see some of the usual characters.
Oh yeah.
Right.
If you guys are watching on the replay, we're live this time every Monday, so come pop in, ask your questions, all that good stuff. And yeah, good to see you guys. I was noticing some of my like alerts for Easter stuff was already dropping this morning. I was not expecting to see that, but kind of makes sense. So kind of the next wave of like retail arbitrage stuff to look out for. I bet if you go out, they've reset everything to Easter by now. I don't kind of order everything online, so I don't know what the what the seasonal aisles are looking like, but that probably makes sense why that stuff's popping now.
When is Easter? Is it late March?
It's super early April this year, I think. So
yeah,
that's why I just didn't expect. Yeah, I didn't expect that stuff to be selling already, but I already had a couple pings on like sales ranks dropping and stuff, which I just thought was interesting.
People are just shopping earlier and earlier, it seems, every year for stuff.
Yeah. Or it's also like specifically with like Valentine's and Easter and stuff like that. Like sometimes it's like your favorite type of candy or something is that like seasonal one. Like didn't they say like the eggs are like the best Reese's or something like that supposedly? So like those will fly.
Like the little duck things pop up too.
Yeah.
Peeps.
Yeah, Peeps
as well too.
Those are nasty. That's crazy.
I can't imagine I would like that.
It's just like puffy sugar covered in more sugar. That's peak America right there.
I'll be hitting, man. I'm not.
Okay, so Cassie says no matter which document I send to Amazon, they refuse to ungate me. So Chris, you had said this really well one time, and you're basically like saying like send the whole supply chain you get for an OA order. Can you mind going into detail on what that looks like in respect to submitting the whole OA, like all the stuff you get from an OA purchase?
So you need order confirmation or receipt or whatever they call it. Okay. And then you're going to need to add in like your credit card statement, add in a copy, take a picture of the credit card you actually used, delivery confirmation, shipping confirmation. And then if you have to throw a cover page on it. And if they still are denying and they come back with the whole, oh, well, you submitted the same thing again. Well, then you start annotating. And what I mean by annotating is not faking anything, just highlighting things so they actually take a look at it. So we had a guy, he got ungated in grocery not too long ago, probably a month ago, 72 submissions. So like that's now my benchmark.
Yeah.
Like if you're not willing to submit 72 times, like, and I don't mean this in a harsh way, like, but if you're not willing to submit 72 times, then you don't want it that bad. And that's just what it takes right now.
Yeah, and it typically won't be that much, but it definitely sometimes will, and like there's stuff that's annoying about every job. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to run any ads, create any products. There's no buying stuff from China. Like there's a lot of good things about this job, and obviously there's going to be some things that aren't super ideal,
Yeah. And honestly,
times over?
I'm hearing some whispers that it's getting easier. So we'll see if that actually plays out.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, you can ungate some stuff automatically now, if nothing else.
Oh, totally. Yeah, good.
Even the playing field a little bit. Let's see, Revelation said call in. Yeah, that can help as well. I don't know if I've ever called for ungating stuff. Definitely account health though.
Account health
makes sense.
Actually.
Yeah, it's actually helpful if you can get them on the phone and like actually looking at what you submit, because it's like, oh, we don't like this document and here's why, and like every now and then you'll actually get somebody who's useful on the phone.
But even calling in, you'll have to call 3 or 4 times because each person is going to be different variant of helpfulness and willingness to help.
Do you guys? Has anybody used a seller challenge yet?
Ooh, what's that?
Not yet.
No,
it's a cool idea though.
Yeah, it's basically you get to throw a flag on a call from Amazon, and if you don't like what they say, you're like, hey, nope, let's take it to somebody in the U.S. and someone looks at it and they're like, oh no, you were right, and then if you're right, you get your seller challenge back and you get to use it again.
Wow, is that real life?
Yeah, that's real life, man.
Yeah,
that's the most.
Yeah, it's very absurd, and I mean, it's like it's not a horrible idea, and in
It's like
response to
whoever-
getting terrible help all the time.
It's like whoever was at like the head of the Amazon e-commerce platform was sipping mimosa on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, he was.
Versus Packers.
Oh, someone was watching Red Zone, and that's
Yeah.
exactly when this came up.
He saw a missed like PI call.
What if we have challenge flags here? And he called and was, hey, we need to implement this.
That's funny.
That's almost the most ridiculous thing ever.
Yeah, let's see. Dennis, pre-stream question was asking what company you guys use to file taxes. So you can just use like a local CPA, or our friend Chris Potter does a good job taking care of taxes for e-commerce sellers specifically. Got a lot of podcasts with him on my channel. Chris, I assume you probably got a pod on him at this point too, so you can
We all do, yeah.
dig in on that on Amazon YouTube, like get a lot of the basics answered and stuff.
Okay, not ask. Okay, Revelation. Not sure what you're saying. Oh, ask for a support, not the normal. Okay, interesting. What's an 889 certificate? Let's look that up.
889 certificate is like you're a certified like veteran or a minority business owner or something like that, I believe.
Cool. Okay.
Is that the one where they'll add like the tag on the woman-owned business kind of thing?
Yeah, I believe
one
so.
of those.
I think.
Interesting. Still, you can...
Oh no, sorry, that's government sales.
Okay.
889's government sales.
Interesting.
No, I'm not.
Let's see. Mario said, can you recommend some retail stores and distributors that you can use to ungate? So anything that's legitimate will work. Yeah. I would lean towards large distributors and large retail stores if possible. That's just things Amazon's going to have seen before. That mom and pop distributor is not going to work as well as a Target invoice. But yeah, I mean, the main thing is just as long as you would source inventory there for your store, it'll work for ungating. Trust that it's authentic and that kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah, and that's a good point by Chris too as well. Takes a tiny bit easier to break it down. Yeah, that's a good point too, just from like a sustainability perspective and everything. And the nice thing is, 99.9% of things you're ever going to have to get approved for once. And then once you have it, right? You can make money from it for years, right? So it might seem very tedious to take 2 or 3 weeks to do that, for 10 minutes a day. If, you don't see yourself doing this for years, but if you have the right long-term mindset for success, and you think through these things correctly, it can be pretty easy to go ahead and do that there. See, this is getting too mainstream.
Off script today.
Getting too mainstream right there. My health Twitter feed is full of things about that stuff. Let's see. No, not giving thoughts on peptides or anything either. It has that. I mean, you could do that with literally any documentation. You can submit that because you have the shipping label and you have the UPS tracking. You know what I mean? The shipping label is automatically going to have it on there, and you can map it like pretty easily, honestly, like Chris was talking about. Don't use it. Oh, dude, the IG Amazoners and TikTok Amazoners are telling you to use AI generated invoices.
Whoa, who is saying that? That's crazy.
I have seen a few things on Instagram, and I've almost made some videos, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to start any beef.
Yeah. Like the people with brains understand that that's not a good idea, and those who want a shortcut will just somehow create in their mind that it's going to be a good idea. I feel like that's got to be so much worse than just submitting a blank piece of paper, because at that point you're trying to mislead them. Like blank, you're just trying to get lucky. Like
you altered documents, and that's it.
Yeah,
you're gone forever.
Yeah,
you ruin your potential to make at least tens of thousands of dollars in profit, even if you're just doing this part-time to ungate like one thing. Seems a little silly.
You'd also imagine Amazon has the capability to kind of filter through those pretty quickly and easily.
Yeah, I do wonder what yeah, I mean, it's just there's no way that's gonna fly there.
AI recognizes AI, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Game recognizes game.
You gotta imagine.
Do you guys send invoice in the box with your FBM orders? So technically you're supposed to.
I thought they did away with that.
Oh, my bad. I thought you meant for the ungate request. I didn't read. I thought it said OA.
Did they do away with that?
You're technically supposed to.
Yeah, I thought you still had to add the packing slip. Did they remove it?
FBMs and never
I'm curious. Now I'm curious. Yeah. Now we're all gonna be researching. Let me see. Let's see. What if the store does not provide their company address? It doesn't. That's not usually like actually consequential. I know it says that on there. There's a lot of things that Amazon says are required that are not actually. It's just kind of like one of those things that's learned over time. But yeah, so I mean, sometimes, like we say, don't edit invoices and stuff. Sometimes I have added extra clarity on there, like red text, very obvious that you added it. You're not trying to make it look like part of the invoice, where you say like corporate address is this, corporate phone number, that kind of thing. But like put it in red text, put it on something that's very obvious that it was. You're not like trying to make them think it was there originally.
Like underlining,
yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, just anytime you're gonna change an invoice, make it super obvious that it was you. Don't like go in there black text and that kind of thing. For sure. They also I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but they announced like spring Prime Days next month. Yeah. I think it's 25 through 31, something like that.
Big spring sale.
Yeah, so we were joking about them inventing more Prime Days, and
Yeah,
they actually did invent more Prime Days. So
yeah, okay.
that could be kind of nice. Yeah, I think it's I see 25 through 31, which is interesting. I think they were saying it was something they tested like 2 years ago, and I guess it went well. So it'll be back around. That's one of those things where for us as resellers, just make sure you're doing a good job like getting shipments out as much as possible. Don't let a death pile build up, and then the week of, just stay on top of pricing a little bit more than normal. It's a good time to sell out on things you've been stuck on for a while, or raise prices on things that are already like in good demand.
Young Tom Cruise, I'll take that.
Interesting. So when's the Scientology get introduced?
He actually does kind of look like me. Good question.
You got him by like 6 inches though.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, he's a short king.
Okay.
Well, they'll like have him like standing on boxes and stuff on shoots, right? That's like the thing.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, let us know what other questions you guys got. Keep it rolling here.
So Safe, what up, Safe? Says, is stock count affecting winning buy box? So it definitely does a little bit, just because naturally, if you have more stock count, you're typically either spread out across the country more, FBA warehouses wise, especially if you're doing optimized shipments through Boxen, which if you're doing any type of scale, you should be. But in general, you should focus way more on pricing, and then just fulfillment type, whether it be FBA, waiting for it to be fully checked in, or FBM, having good shipping settings in terms of focusing on getting more buy box share. But stock count, I'm sure it contributes to it a little bit, and it definitely does. The more stock you have, typically the more warehouse it's spread out to and everything. But other than that, not much, to be honest. Yeah. No.
Yeah, go back to that Lego listing that had like 850 people.
Yeah, it literally just shut down. It shut down. They took away the buy box, which makes no sense, but it literally did.
Yeah. Well, you might win a little bit. Like if somebody has 1 unit in stock, you're gonna win more if you have 100. But it's just because you're in more places all across the country.
Yeah, so it's actually technically not even as a result of the stock count. It's just in respect to the being spread out a bunch of places across the country.
Yeah. It's another reason why you'll see more sales as an FBA seller versus FBM too, because it's one location versus the 15 they might have your 100 units in.
It's a very good point as well too.
Sweet. Let's see. I'm still trying to figure out if they're actually requiring the packing slips. Chris, did you find anything?
I haven't found it yet.
Okay, yeah. I think they do from what I can tell. But
speaking of that, this year we'll do the bracket challenge again. Well, speaking of a completely different topic, we'll do the bracket challenge. Amazon bracket
transition.
That was awesome. Didn't 100 ROI won last year, right?
The GOAT, bro.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah,
let me won. Yeah, I think we gave like a it was at least a few $100 for the winner last year. Let's see, what percent should the ROI be set to? At least like 30, but don't source with like your checklist, everything always having to be followed, right? Like different risk factors should make you more or less willing to buy that product. right? If it's a grocery product that's been the same price for 10 years and it's like, there's 5 to 10 people on it, there's no risk of getting kicked off, that kind of thing, 20% ROI, sure, I'll take it. But if it's been that price for a day and it's a woman's shoe, you are not going to make money at 20% ROI. So it really just depends on the product.
Do you know if Gaps gives free Gap cash code? I don't know about that, to be honest. That's totally a good brand though.
That's a good question for the Gap King himself, I suppose.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, make sure you guys follow him on IG. He does a lot of like good workshops and stuff.
Yeah, they do good YouTube streams too. I know, like obviously you guys are dialed in on the YouTube streams. Look up the Gap King on socials after we're off today. Let's see. Are there lists that are worth buying? If so, how can you find them? So it's good to like a starting point for sure. If you have like a lot of money, it's a good way to like learn what people are sourcing. But it's not worth it from I'm going to run my whole business off of these lists and they're just going to tell me what to buy, right? Because then you're buying the same thing as 5, 10, 20 other people. But you can say, all right, they told me to buy this, this BOGO vitamin at Walgreens. Let me just go look at the other BOGO vitamins in the same brand. And now I've got my own opportunities that this list kind of put me on. So for that reason, it doesn't really matter like if a list is worth, like if it's like a great list or not, because it's really just like an inspiration list. Something with like a lot of leads is good if you're just like using it kind of the proper way.
Finish the new pod. Buy Box Bandits, clear the shelf. Which podcast, Lewis, are all the above? That's a very good point here. Yeah, I like what you said about the risk factors point of view too, like low returns or super high ROI but slow selling. Like, all those things, like those main metrics, you just want to have it hit several of them, and then it's good, especially if you're a beginner. And then you get pickier over time.
I love the $50 profit and 15% ROI because nobody touches them.
Interesting. Yeah, like high ticket stuff.
Yeah.
And what types of stuff would you say, like electronics and stuff? I feel like it fits into that as well. Toys.
Going to be some electronics. I can also find them in the beauty category. A lot of it's going to be like hazmat stuff, so that's another moat.
That makes sense. Yeah, just like it's another one of those things that like reduces the risk of tanking, so it's fine to buy a little lower ROI. Yeah.
Yep.
Hi, and we sell that brand. We get wrong feedback. You submit the I mean, you'd really have to buy the wrong thing to get or like screw some. Well, I guess feedback, you're never going to get like deactivated because of feedback unless you get like a ton of bad feedback, which typically means you were selling the wrong thing.
Yeah, you can have a authenticity review triggered by one bad feedback.
That is true,
what you're asking about. But yeah, I mean, you're saying if they ask for invoice, what can you do? You give them the invoice. Like you say, all right, customer thinks it's authentic. I know they're wrong. Here's my proof. They look at it like, all right, you bought your Gap clothes from Gap.com. Cool. You're good. It's totally normal. You're going to get like if you sell on Amazon, you are going to get a scary email, probably many of them in your career. And then you just get in there and solve them.
Yeah. We're 100% on inauthentics over the past year.
Yeah.
On the first try.
On the
those are usually first try. You've had some nice reps. I'm in the middle of attempt like 12 or 13 with something right now. It's driving me crazy, but
I remember like 2 years ago. This is back when like the brand review started. I got the first Miles panic call when he got one.
Yes. Yeah, that was September. Yeah, that was one of the only Miles.
It was September 16th at about 7:30.
Really? All right, I'm gonna actually find when it was.
I just remember he was like, "Hey, yo," and he freaking out.
Yeah, but again, that's why you have one person to talk to in the Amazon world. It's like, oh wait, I beat that last week. Here's how. Okay, now I'm not panicking, right? And then you return back to why it's so important to have other Amazon sellers to talk to.
Really long term, nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Keep proper documentation, keep all your ducks aligned. You have nothing really to worry about.
For sure. Let's see. You have purchased from a wholesaler, not from the brand. Make sure they're authorized. If they are not authorized, then you might be in trouble. But just go ask the wholesaler about that before you buy anything else from them.
You also call the brand with the name of the wholesaler and say, hey, like, I mean, granted, it could be self-incriminating, but that's, again, part of the wholesale game is validating who you work with prior to buying from them.
Yeah.
And if you're buying off a Telegram or they're out of some double wide in the middle of Wisconsin, like they're not authorized, period.
In 2026, you want to be either buying from the brand or directly adjacent to the brand. Right.
Garrett almost forgot what year it was for a second. That's another level of locked in right there.
Like you should be very transparently communicating with the people you work with, and they should be able to, with confidence, provide either documentation, invoicing, receipts from the brand, or a recognized partner of the brand. And that's really the only way to scale.
I have an email from Avery when I search Amazon for that day range about a crypto trading bot.
I do remember when he was doing that.
That's early internet money for sure.
Early. Yeah. Let's see.
What's what Ashley said. What's some good seller conferences worth? Yeah. So Miami Sellers, I think, is the next one that we'll all. Chris, are you going to Miami Sellers this year?
As long as I don't have to travel to Ohio for the adoption,
cool.
Then yeah, I'll be there.
Hey, all right.
Cool.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Congrats. Maybe an off-stream conversation. That's exciting. Yeah. So Miami Sellers Conference, that's in May this year, right? It's like first week in May or something like that. Yeah, and then we'll probably be at United as well. But my personal favorite is Miami Sellers, Ashley.
Bro, Warner, I put you on a fire lead September 12th, 2021 at 9:04 p.m. I see my emails because I searched Amazon. I'm not going to find this inauthentic point, but I put you on a fire lead. And then 10 minutes later, you send me one back. It was someone's storefront link, actually. Let me see whose storefront was. Let's see.
Are they still around?
Nope.
Probably not.
It was, yeah.
Let's see. Deal Hunter, you said you found the brand, you're selling for a year, ran out of stock. Found them brand new on eBay. Yeah, eBay I would not do as new, man.
Yeah, can't buy from the marketplace.
Yeah. You can sell it as used if there's enough profit as a used condition, but I would not touch that personally. It's just not worth it.
And I know some good people who do it, but like I vehemently disagree. It is not a good idea.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, reselling is already like, it's not exactly what Amazon wants you to be doing. They obviously want the revenue we're making and all that kind of stuff. And I feel very comfortable continuing to do what we do, but sourcing from eBay adds another layer of risk to it. That's just not worth it to me is how I'd put it.
Yep, the real MRPB says, how do you save the storefronts you buy? Just grab the SellerAmp URL and just put it into like a spreadsheet. There's also like pretty good ways to like advance storefront stock using Boxsum and Keepa Product Finder. I'll put a link in the chat to the auto and gate sourcing workshop we did like 3 weeks ago. I'll put it in the chat right there for Box team users.
That's a good question though. Yeah, if you can make like folders on your Google Chrome, like make folders of people who are like really good at sourcing certain brands, or if you want to get crazy, like make a spreadsheet. Like I sourced a bunch of Nautica from this person, and you got storefronts that you've sourced, certain brands from, and obviously you can make reports on, I sourced these 3 brands from this store, and then you could generate, these are my 20 stores that I sourced something in this brand that's on sale today. There's a lot of that's a good question. You can have a lot of fun with that.
Appreciate it. Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah. So you can save the SellerAmp, whatever link you're at for their SellerAmp store profile. You just save that link.
Yeah, just like click the star, you'll bookmark it on Chrome or something like that. Put it on a Google Doc, whatever.
What I would do is I would organize it, right? And so, especially for a lot of Miles' students, we talk about using storefronts to find seasonal stuff, right? So you'll find a bunch of sellers year after year doing Easter stuff or Christmas stuff. Right, you can save your sellers within kind of buckets of information, right? So you maybe have like a folder of all your sellers that kind of led you to seasonal stuff, Nike sellers, brand X, brand Y. You know what I'm saying? Like organize them into some sort of categorical buckets, and that'll kind of keep you organized moving forward, just as you do your leads.
Lewis, I just sent a video in the chat on SellerAmp Google Sheets. There's a couple good YouTube videos from folks there. All right.
Also like a 20-minute guide from the SellerAmp channel if you want to see like super detailed.
Yeah, I think that was it's in there right there. All right. I'm about to go to war with the Northwestern Mutual Association of Financial pick up basketball. So y'all have a great one. Thanks a lot for tuning in to another Money Monday. Warner and I have a free class going down Wednesday night. You should totally get registered to. We'll drop the link in chat for that. That's February 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, y'all have a good one. Thanks a lot, guys.
Awesome. Appreciate you guys.
Have a good one.
Have a good rest of your day.